You know, it really helps if I remember to actually join the multiplayer server. That would be really useful. Hello. Hello, Discord. I forgot to rejoin the server because some git kicked me earlier. I'm not naming names, Alexander. Hey, and Alex and Pa. Tom the boss as well. Hello. Let's log in as admin so that we hopefully don't get kicked again. Nope. There we go. Pa, thank you for redoing the memory thing. Why am I lags? Please stop with the lags. Thank you for becoming a member again, Pa. Or becoming a member for the first time, I'm not sure which.
Old MacDonald had a farm and it exploded.
You did leave. See, you kicked me and then just ran off. How very rude of you. It's an awesome notification. I do like it. It is. It is a fitting notification. Hello, Simulator Gaming. An HC738. Don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just after stealing a big M and now I'm mowing for some reason. Carturix, is there something more useful I could actually be doing? How do you become a member? You have to pay money to do that. But it is... It should be like at the bottom of the chat, the little dollar icon. Formula 1. What about Formula 1? Formula 1 is boring. Quick reminder. Thank you, Tyler Shearholtz, for following it on Twitch. Formula 1 needs harvesting. Formula 1 needs a lot more help than that. Let's go. Can I harvest with this, Carturix? You can see the anger in Carturix already. Okay, on a serious note, where's the header? Where's the header for the John Deere? Thank you for following Simulator Gaming 102. I have a combine, but it's missing a bit. Can't hear. Cartork's in the chat. He's using game chat in the art. That's helpful. You can see the seething anger in the way Cartork's is talking. Woo. We'll eventually find the header. I don't know what header we need. What's in field 1? It's in the placeable bit. Thank you. God, Dave does not have a plan today. Why don't I host the server? What do you mean? Why don't I host the server? This is a dedicated server. Carturix is... Did you forget, Carturix, that it's magic hedges on this map? Right, away we go. I'm doing good today. I'm in a good mood today. Where's the gate? There's the gate. And right, this isn't gonna fit until I make it fit. So if I do this and this, and Cartorix's plan is backfiring because I'm such an idiot. I can come up with ways around. I've got the header stuck on the combine. You thought it was normal multiplayer? No, this is on a Deddy. That has been very kindly provided by Nitrado. And YouTube, in the description, you can actually get a link to my affiliate page with Nitrado to maybe save some money on a serve yourself, and help me out a small bit as well. You like where I've got the webcam now? I like it too. It's not. I don't feel like it's blocking much. Why do we have two headers? Because we've got two combines. There's a Rostomash somewhere or other around the map as well. Okay, new problem. New problem. Right. Am I on PS4? No. I'm on PC. I have a plan. Do that. Put it on there. That's far too logical. Right, let's go. Header trailer, good grief. Do you think I'm sane or something? I am, by the way, actually steering the header with the combine. There we go. Absolutely flawless. Oh, I've mounted it. It's gone a bit wrong. Right, let's keep pushing up the hill here. There we go. Perfection. Alright, let's get let's get into the field. Where's the way into the field? Oh, it's over here. Right, we're going to need to move the header through this gap in the hedging, so you go through. And you go through. Side on. This is much easier. Why would I try and drift a combine through when I can just shove the header through with the combine? Now we just need to wait for the sync to come through. Hopefully Paz Interest wants to behave itself today. Hey DMF, how you doing today, dude? Another header slide. That's what I did. Bad Wi-Fi, by the way. It should be fine. It should be fine. Should. Maybe. Perhaps. Potentially. Perchance. Theoretically. In theory. In there we go. I have successfully filled the time. See, look. I don't even need to get the combine through the gap. There we go. Harvesting. Where's the header for the other combine? I didn't know where the header for this one was, Woodshed. You're flat out of luck if you think I know where the header for the other one is. Wi-Fi's playing up because of the poor weather. Yeah. I mean, it's not as poor as it was on Monday, when I legitimately... I started the stream and immediately had to apologise in case it died, because literally as I hit go live, there was a blast of thunder. Apparently it's near a spawn point. The sheep will... near where the sheep will spawn. Why am I creating straw? It makes it more laggy. I'm not creating straw. The straw is creating itself. I am merely doing a combining. The straw makes itself, and the combine is just dealing with the grain. Also, we've got like 5 million cows probably, so the straw is probably necessary. Knowing Alexander and his purchasing habits, we've probably got an insane number of cows. I see no swaths, I see only windrows. How many cows do we have? 244, 87, 90. We have 90 cows. When do I think seasons will be out? Hopefully soon. I sincerely hope soon, because FarmSim's getting very samey. Could somebody come over like a forage wagon and start picking up the straw for the cows? Is that... Oh, they're actually full of straw. They've got 85,000. If we've got like a hayloft, throw the straw in there. This is me planning on the fly. Like, I'm on the server literally only to stream. Once the stream is over, I hop off again. And while I'm on, I come up with all sorts of ridiculous plans. Carturix, do we, or Alexander, do we have a hayloft? You're more than willing to use from the haylofts on the floor because you'd throw them because they're wrong. We have one, yes, good. New Xbox coming 2020 with Farm Sim, release FS21 on the new console, the same one, hold it off for the year. I would like to see Farm Sim just drop the Xbox One as quickly as possible, because that's dropping more limitations. However, historical precedent from FS13 tells us that FS21 is probably going to be on both of the new Xboxes, with possibly the Xbox One version being a bit watered down from the Xbox 7203. Using Xbox normal naming conventions of just pick a random number, it'll do. Hey, Dollar. See that? No, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking for the header. Xbox card. No, that doesn't have numbers in it. Because I mean, they had the Xbox 360, and then the Xbox One. Also, Alexander, you're the only one sending in like really cool pictures, which is why everybody else just sends in pictures of like stuff being broken. I don't want to have stuff being broken with thumbnails. Has you become a mod? You don't ask. Hello, Hayden. It'll be the Xbox negative 3,967. That sounds logical to me. Imagine if they called it the Xbox 4 because of the fourth Xbox. Like, that is just... Oh my god, why? Giants could do more with the Xbox, new Xbox, more features and such, etc. Yeah. Time to start at, about 10-15 minutes ago. I'm in no way surprised that YouTube didn't send out notifications. That's why I use Discord to ping everyone. Yeah, it's cheaper to buy a new one. That, by the way, is why I dislike Apple, Aiden. It is like you get like a small problem with your computer, and they charge you enough to buy a brand new one to repair it. It's like, well, I'll just buy a PC, what then, won't I? Because it'll save me money. Hey Benji, long time no see or chat. Yeah, indeed. YouTube notifications are very unreliable, so join the Discord. Please join the Discord, because it'll be a bit more reliable in terms of actually sending notifications. that's kind of the problem with the ENS is consoles are always going to be the limiting factor for game performance. The whole point is that it costs you so much that you have to buy a new one. Yeah. All your notifications are broke. Yeah, that makes no sense. Or makes some sense. We need old JD or Massey. I would love to see a classic tractor DLC. I would love to see one grand first. I could make you one for a $5 and some 2x4s. Wouldn't be very good, but you know, it'd work. A $5, some 2x4s, and probably a bit of plywood. If my granddad was still around, he would be able to fabricate you one that was like, looked professional. He was amazing. Another grand for cheese graters. The new Mac looks like a cheese grater. See, I don't follow what Apple do anymore. It's just like they release a new iPhone, they'll release a new iPad and just call them the 73S, P, Q or STUV, WX, Y, and Z. And they'll charge like $5,000 for a phone. I'm sorry, what? It's a phone. Why would I pay $5,000? Or even, okay, more realistic numbers, $1,000 for a phone. It makes and receives phone calls, and you can put apps on it. It's not a bloody supercomputer. Apple tests how much. Yeah, and people pay for it. That's the really disgusting thing. Hey, Austin and Evil Scotsman. Yeah, this phone cost me about 120, 150 euro. I like it. It works. It's old, it's slowing down, it's not as good as it used to be, but it works. I'll probably get a new one at some point this year. Why don't I make a small mod like a John Deere Loadout? Do you have any idea how long a small mod like a John Deere Loadout would take to make? Because a small mod like that, you're looking at probably close on 1,000 hours. Very easily. I'd much prefer to generate ortho for X-Plane for 1,000 hours than try working in Blender for 1,000 hours. Yeah, making mods isn't easy. I'd have to learn Blender, which would take probably 1,000 hours in itself, or not too far off that. And then I'd have to woodshed way. Okay. I guess we're going in straight lines now. You were that works. We're going in mostly straight lines now. Woodshed has decided. As much as I like making fun of Apple, you pay a few £100 for a phone and you get a good phone. You don't need to pay the stupid prices that Apple charge. You can break Apple Tech by breathing on. The really funny thing is, this is what I find hilarious. Apple mainly uses Samsung parts. Just buy a Samsung, you'll get basically the same phone. Most of the parts Apple use are sourced from Samsung. Just get yourself a Galaxy. And whoever asked me what my phone is, the Samsung Galaxy J5 from 2015 or 16. It's an old phone now. iPhone charges a week. The iPhone chargers are not only weak, but they're unique to iPhones, which means that it's very difficult to get your hands on them. Much easier to just use a micro USB. Woodshed, why have you given me the big side of the field? Am I promoting? Am I promoting Samsung? I mean, yeah, because I use Samsung phones. I trust Samsung. I've had my phone now for about 2 years or so. And it's slowing down, but it's not broken. It still works. I've gone through chargers. Hello, Matt. The CSZ pack is haunted. You can blame Alexander for that. Question, answer. Austin, there you go. That's efficient. You like Sony? I don't like Sony. My sister had one before and it just caused her nothing but happened. Picture on your Facebook page later. Matt's doing a face reveal. How do you join? Exclamation mark Diddy Deets you. Anybody on Twitch who wants to join? Exclamation mark Diddy Deets in chat. DEDIDEETS. It just so that the CSZ pack actually is haunted. It like randomly closes and opens very slowly. Face reveal will be very pointless. But that's how you get the views, Matt, is you hide your face forever and then you go, face reveal! Even though you've done it like 17 times in other videos. Hey, and I'm Pharma. How do you put YouTube chat on the phone? I have no idea. Like if you're streaming from your phone, I have no idea how any of that works. It's opening and closing slowly. That's apparently a thing. A face reveal like How To Basic. That was the best face reveal ever. The amount of eggs involved in How To Basic's channel. I would hate to see his egg budget. I would hate to see it. If you're watching on your phone, it's like in the top right somewhere. But if you're streaming off your phone, I have no clue whatsoever. You're at IHOP. I'm jealous. I want pancakes now. I want pancakes now, and I'm blaming you. We have no IHOPs in Ireland as well. Like I couldn't just. I can't drive to Dublin. I can't drive. But I couldn't just like go on a trip to Dublin and get some pancakes from IHOP. We don't have that here. Get us all pancakes there. You're getting a burger at the International House of Pancakes. I'm sorry, but that's sacrilege. I'm pasta, you're having some tomorrow. I'm having stew tonight. Looking forward to that. Nice beef stew. It's in the oven at the moment. What's IHOP? It's an American... I want to call it a fast food place. It's an American chain thing that is literally just like they sell pancakes. And burgers now, for some reason. Because yes, they now call it IHOB as well. English pub tea, crumpet sausage. Now that is food, Drew. I haven't had crumpets in forever. Now that I think about it, I need to talk my mother into buying some crumpets. I want some crumpets. Some nice crumpets with a bit of butter on top, and a cup of tea. Oh, that is delicious. That is just. That is God tier relaxation right there. Or some scones or scones. We call them scones. With like jam and cream and a cup of tea. A cup of tea is very important when relaxing. Scones, not scones. With grilled onions. I don't like onions in general. I like onions more than I like tomatoes. Tomatoes, if I have a raw tomato, I actually like start feeling very ill very quickly. But I love tomato soup. Scone, anything else is wrong, don't at me. Talking about food makes you hungry. I mean, Massey, I'm gonna be very honest. It's my channel. If you didn't expect to talk about food, you're in the wrong place. It is just the default topic of conversation here is, let's talk about food. Again. For the third time this week. You like tomatoes? I like tomatoes. I like the flavor of tomatoes. Just don't like the texture of raw tomatoes. Like oyster sauce. You've had to eat tea with no sugar. I always have no sugar in my tea. I have just tea with milk in it. It's beautiful. Pat, can you see yourself on the stream? Just asking here. Because the animation is a bit interesting. Paz listening to some ska dance and having a bit of a rave for himself up there. Do I like eggs? Yes. Eggs are delicious. Perhaps I should quit gaming and be a food reviewer. No, because then I just end up twice as fat. Black coffee, no cream. Oh, God, no. Coffee, I need to have sweeteners in. But I don't put sugar in. Well, unless I'm out. I don't put sugar in. I usually put in artificial sweeteners. Pa is using dev tools, presumably to fly. And he is ascending. He has ascended. His people needed him. By the way, I don't think I've said this too much. If you're on the server and you want to record a YouTube video or something, feel free. Just don't cause too much mayhem. Food review 1 week, gym review the next. YouTube video trolling, okay. I mean, I wouldn't put that past you, Phil. Actually, lose 8 kilos and 8 like I hate you. I hate people who lose weight by eating. Download the Abbey from... Do you know, I'm not even gonna deal with that because I know you're just trying to troll me. Everyone calls me and another says, just never stay on the server. Start yourself during the week, now you don't have to stop weekends. True fact. Actually true fact. If I'm left to my own devices, I actually forget to eat occasionally. Like, there was one day when I was in college where I was like just going through my day normally. I wasn't hungry at all, and I realized I think it was about 8 o'clock at night that I hadn't eaten, so I just cooked up some pasta and just ate. Just had some like pasta with no sauce. Did I ever play F-17? What? I hate you, Giannis. I mean, yeah, it's all Adam Farmer's fault that we're talking about food. Blame him. I have for later. I think I've got another pocket. Not this one. This one. Aha. I have for later 2 packs of strawberry pencils. Delicious licorice, and screw you if you think strawberry licorice isn't licorice. I missed a bit. I'm sorry. I have disappointed all of you. Food is a tasty topic. It is. This is very good. Food is the most delicious topic. Dave cooks with Gordon Ramsay. No, because the best thing, my specialty dish is like pan-fried chicken, which is delicious, but I overcook it like quite horrifically. I want to explain why the stream is delayed today. I got distracted by a funny video on Twitter, mainly. Also, Alexander Lewis decided to kick me from the server because he was trying to kick somebody else. It's John's presentation video. You look awful fat, bad teeth, and officer here, dry throat. I mean, I'll be honest. Have you seen me, Matt? Have you seen me on the previous streams? That's kind of that. I don't like how I look at all. Run out of food in a couple of days. You're not with it. We've had to be like we're still lighting the fire here to keep the house warm at night. That one's lunch and beer on its way. Very nice DMF. He's having my own house. Yeah, on the Giants' previous streams I wasn't though. that was me so far out of my comfort zone. I looked terrible. 30 in the day. To be honest, I wouldn't mind 15 degrees at night. It's currently down around 10 or 8 or 10 at night. Here. Oh, woodshed's ruined me plan. Yeah, I know that feeling, man. I know that feeling quite a lot. Quite well. Farming boys figured out how to fly. I have to say, the animations for the characters in multiplayer are horrifically bad. Like, they are just bad. It looks like the floaty boys are off to have a Dragon Ball Z fight. saw me or my mod or tractor on Dagwood's channel. I've not made a mod. I'm a mod for Daggerwin, but I've not made one. I've faffed about with stuff before and made some ridiculous looking tractors. Do you think Daggerwin would use one of my reskins that are literally just throw a rainbow on things and hope for the best? Or my what was my masterpiece? The Barbie's Dream Her Linen, which was hot pink and just had pictures of Barbie on it for no reason. I think I made the horn on that Barbie girl as well for extra rip. I don't exactly do like mods that Dagwood would use. So Ben, I get the feeling you're mixing me up with somebody. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the kind of guy who makes mods that Daggerwood would ever use. His rusty tractor. Is he mixing me up with Sim? My reskins are a one-time meme. Will I play FS17 again? Probably not. Yeah, would should. Please do. Because... Oh! That! Oh, okay. Ben, I know what you're on about. I didn't make that tractor. What it was... and I guess I can go a bit behind Daggerwin's scenes here. So Dagger, if you're watching and you don't want this revealed, I'm sorry. He, in his Discord, in his admin room in his Discord, asked all the mods if we were okay with us being used, or like, asked if we were okay with their names being used in the video. In his survival series, and I said, you know, no problem. It gets my channel name out there, if nothing else. Yeah, it was for the auction. He just wanted our names. I didn't have anything to do with that other than allowing him to use like my channel name and a bit of art, and that was it. That's the entirety of my involvement with that. Out of interest, Ben, what kind of tractor was it? Like, I know you said it was rusty. People said it was like a Zetter or something like that. Because I've not watched... Okay. This might sound bad. I don't watch farm sim videos on YouTube. Or many streams. So I haven't seen that video. So what kind of tractor was I selling in his survival series? Piece of scrap. Well, I could tell that by the fact it was rusty. And to be fair, that is something that I would probably try and sell. But what brand was it? Don't you go check if you want to. Like, if you want, Ben, you can like join my Discord and let me know later. You get permission to tag me, even though it's against the rule. Like, I'm kind of curious because I never watched that video. You're stuck in the John Deere. I'm presuming that's you, Ben, but because your name does have some slight non-PG-ness to it, has been blocked. But thank you for following whoever that was. Presumably, Ben. I think it was a blue Zetter. Yeah, that sounds very Dave-like. Like, he knows that I tend to be a bit of a joker. So, I kind of hope he reflected that in the video where it was something just ridiculous that you would never want to buy. Zetter 7045 blue. I do like the 7045 Zetter. I approve of what I was selling in Daggerwin's video that I didn't. 8340 Ford and Baller. But everybody else is saying it was a Zetter 7045. How do I like Farm FS19? I mean, it's not 17. That's basically it. A blue Zetter, not a Ford. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, that agrees with what people were saying. So the Zetter said, yeah, I'm fine with that. Bit sad that it wasn't hot pink, I'll be honest. It maybe could have been a bit more hot pink, but blue is fine. I like blue. Blue's a nice color. Just remembered that I also made the hot pink cowmobile, or the what was it? The strawberry milkshake, which is the cow edition Valtra, but in pink. But I didn't do the pink very well, so it kind of looked like a strawberry milkshake. ZR74045. That's what people have been saying, yeah. That pink may have been too much for his viewers. That is also probably true. Like I was talking to Sim, I think it was last night, and he was saying like he couldn't get away with half the stuff that I do. His viewers, the more vocal among them, would be very offended by about half the jokes that I make because they're at the expense of realism. And they would just get very angry with Sim if he tried like half the stuff that I actually do on a regular basis. Wait, no, I want that out. I want this spun around. Farm Sim isn't that realistic. I know, but people still insist on realism all the time, so... It's just a thing. Okay, that wasn't what I meant to do. That was an accident. This is an accident. This is still an accident. This is... Now we've fixed it. I get most of the vocals will say something, yeah. Hey MJ, how you doing today, dude? SCS are amazing. I love SCS. They are... We were talking about this in TeamSpeak too. I'll let you guys into some of the TeamSpeak conversations that are a bit more PG and stuff that is worth talking about on streams, but a lot of it's just us swearing at each other. SCS are the gold standard for, like, game development in general, because they listen to the community, they make changes that are painful for them, based on community feedback. They put in the effort that a good game dev should, and it's something that really, in a way, we shouldn't applaud, because it should be something we expect of game devs, but at the same time, when they're one of the few that actually do it, do you know what? Yeah, applaud the few that are doing what they really, really should be, that are setting a good example of what game devs should do, because they go out of their way to do stuff. Is landing on Farm Sim or ATS tonight? I don't actually know. CD Projekt Red are also good. This is true. Thank you, William Gaming 08, for following on Twitch. Feel free to say hello in chat. I know that the majority of chat is YouTube, but Twitch chat is in. It should be. It is working. Is working. Keanu Reeves in Cyberpunk. Yeah. I love Keanu Reeves. Apparently the guy that shouted at Keanu Reeves that he was breathtaking is getting a free copy of Cyberpunk now. I don't know if it's a decision by CD Projekt Red or Keanu Reeves just being Keanu Reeves, but apparently he's getting a free copy of Cyberpunk. Hey, William Game. Which I applaud. That's rewarding people. It's in the placeable yard apparently, Massey, yeah. It's like 4 of them. Excuse me, Yanis. There was the time where they released, what was it, 100 DLCs for The Witcher 3, but all of them were free because they wanted to make a joke out of it. Devolver Digital are also quite good, to be fair. Because they're the only group that go to E3 to make fun of E3. Like, 3 years in a row now, they've released joke games that they made up in just for E3 and just for their big fancy press conference. Devolver are like the me of E3. They really are, aren't they? Devolver just like having chaos happen. See ya, farmer. But at the same time, we need more of people like that. We need a bit more fun in the world. I know that I complain a lot, but we do need a bit more fun in the world. There is just too much negativity. Just need people who don't care to do random crap. Use FS... No, you can't use FS17 mods in 19, Jeremy. Have to be for 19. It's it's a semi-coherent story that they're telling through E3 press conferences, for goodness sake. In no way PG, but it's semi-coherent. Hey, Yuso. Welcome back, Nick. I'm good, Yuso. Thank you for asking. The horses are my favorite part of Farm Sim, mainly because they're horrifically broken, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the fact that you can get a horse stuck butt first in the ground shows how broken horses are in Farm Sim. Pa is desperately trying to get the horse to do a wheelie again. Your arm is how did you break your arm, Yuso? How did you do this? Why'd you come back to Vogue standard multiplayer gameplay with a broken horse? Come here. Where's here? Oh, have you got yourself stuck up a tree? Yes, yes you have. Yeah. If you wiggle it just right, Pa, you can actually get it right up to the top. That was the consistent... Did somebody steal my tractor? Someone's stolen me bloody tractor. Who stole me tractor? Was it you, Cartorix? Get. Right, new tractor. So, we do have another fire dragon. Helping! I helped. In before Cartorix tries resetting the fire dragon on me. You just got screen tear. Good idea. Go ahead, Cartorix. You'll inconvenience me so much. Would I recommend getting a G29? If you play a lot of racing games, yeah. Like if you want to play farm sim and racing games and Euro Truck and stuff with the wheel, then absolutely. It takes a bit of getting used to though, Nib. And there is a weird dead zone in the center. That's just a common thing in Logitech wheels because of the gear drive. There's a weird dead zone in the center. It's a bit loud when it's actually putting out force feedback, but it is an interesting way to play. Very different from a controller or something. For just farm sim, I mean, it's maybe a bit overkill for just farm sim. If you got like Euro Truck and ATS, then absolutely go for it. 200 euro in sales. I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day. Just know that a G29 really isn't performing all that well with farm sim because it can't use force feedback. When you put it into Euro Truck or something, something that has force feedback enabled, you really get the full feel for the G29. Because there's something wonderful about driving down like a forest road in Euro Truck or a dirt road in Euro Truck or ATS and having the wheel jolting and vibrating like mad because... Are you on PS4? I mean, you could totally do it. Onto my review. I don't have a G29, I've got a G27, but the problem is the farm sim doesn't actually make use of force feedback at all. So it's not really gonna do all that much with the G29. You can get a much cheaper wheel for just farm sim and kind of get away with it. But 27, Sims 29. The Cytec wheel I think would be good, but I don't know if that works with PS4. The Cytec wheel and side panel I think is a much better option if you're just going to play farm sim. Thrustmaster TMX has the same issue for me as the G29 does, in that you're not really using the wheel all that well if you're playing only games that have no force feedback. Like, the TMX really shines when you've got force feedback and the belt drive is working. If you're playing farm sim, you don't have the belt drive enabled at all, and it's just kind of sat there. Hey, Boop. Hey, Greek dude, how you doing today? Contact Giants to see what wheel works on PS4. I mean, honestly, like, if you get... Yeah, I don't think they know. I think I actually had this discussion with them, and I don't think they know for sure. When's the next MP? I don't know. Gonna be honest. Gonna be very honest with you guys, I don't know when the next MP is. It, in a way, depends on what I do tomorrow. Shunts to the left all the time. Have you tried calibrating it, Nib? I don't know if you can calibrate it on a console actually, but I would suggest trying to calibrate it. The side panel does the wheel, Phil? I'm doing good, Greek dude. How are you? Just bear with me a sec. Warned him last week. Yeah, that was a kick. Why? He was repeatedly ramming into me. And doing very little else. T150 is semi-good. The TMX is actually better than T150. Jansen, yeah, that kind of adds up with what I can remember from the Germany trip, is like they genuinely had no idea. It was more than once farming, boy. You be on a bit, fair enough, Alex. You don't like Twitch that much? I prefer Twitch for, like, as a viewer. I think the viewing experience for a stream is much better on Twitch. It's not full. I don't think it is. Yeah, and then there was last week as well. Check this full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we got a free slot. 36 Celsius there to... Oh, good lord, no, thank you. You can keep that. Hello, hello, it's John. Welcome along. Last week was in the past, but it still influences how you get treated on the server. It's called having a consistent history. Hello again, Yuso. Drop and follow, thank you very much. You set off chat's favourite notification, I think. Or one of them. Right, I shouldn't have come this way, it seems. Right. You keep moving, Pat. I'll move over to this side. There we go. 22 in Finland. I'll take that. I'll take 22 is nice. $22 is just like nice t-shirt and shorts weather. That's perfect for me. Can you get the case? No, mine. There's a fence dotted around here somewhere. There's the notification for hi, it's John. Or hi, it's John. Hi, lol, it's John. Right. Carturix. What? Thank you very much, hi, lol, it's John. I have no words, Carturix. Oh, the field's basically empty. Probably 22 and rain and thunder. Ugh, no thanks. The humidity. I do not like the humidity. Fat man, no good in hot, humid weather. Whee! Let's just leave this somewhere completely logical. Let's see. Yeah, this looks like a really good parking spot for... No, that won't work. There we go. Perfect. Your computer broke again. GG. Hey, Elvinus. How's Dave today? Dave is feeling mischievous. If you can't tell by me doing what I just did. Which I don't think Carturix has noticed yet, so I think I got scot-free. Where's the way to the laneway from here? There it is. You know when Carturix is typing all caps, I've annoyed him again. Where's like a cultivator or something? Oh, he's reset it. Or Farming Boys grabbed it, one of the two. That's no fun. Ooh, I found something I can do. See, Greek dude. Why don't I bring Navel back to FS19? Because number one, I'm not time X55, and number two, Navel really didn't do much for me. I know that's one of my, like, it's also one of my most popular series, but I never really got on with it on a personal level. I'm helping. Look, Carturix, I'm doing something productive. I'm useful. I am considering it, Alex, but you would only be allowed to buy it in gold. Which was nice. Well, that was the multiplayer of Sim Fahi, the original multiplayer series. Where's the slurry? Probably in the slurry tank. Do we have the BGA up and running, car? This has flaws. Yeah, like... every map has flaws. Every single map has flaws. Some I can deal with the flaws, some I can't, and Azo is just one of the ones that, for one reason or another, and I still to this day can't understand why, I just couldn't deal with the flaws of Azo. Yeah, they just irritated me more than I enjoyed them. Yes, you're confusing Fahi's pipe and all that, and the emergency silage sesh. And all of that whatnot. Pal, why did you just say Daggerwin? Oh, that joke. No, let's not mention that joke again, please. I thought it was funny at the time, but now it was a dumb joke. Hey, contracting, yes. Come to think of it, shouldn't you be the one doing this? With your name. Look at the horse. Where is the horse? I can't see the horse. Therefore I'm not going to look, because somebody's going to steal my big M. I think maps from 2 games ago, it's on top of the shed. I mean, it's not hard to get the horses on top of the sheds. I'll be honest. With shed, it's not hard to get a horse on top of most of them. To be honest. Maps from 2 games ago, if they're being brought forward, they should basically be remade from scratch and very heavily reworked. Could I play some 5M? Or could... what? Oh, you could. And if you want to. I ain't gonna tell you what game to play. I know what 5M is, because that's what basically everybody's playing GTA for now. I would guess so, Massey. And like, Arturix hasn't told me if the BGA is running yet, because I know the pits in the main yard are full. But if the BGA is running, bring it over there. Playing Borderlands, I'm presuming Borderlands 2. Yep, Borderlands 2 recently and really enjoying it. Very nice. Grass to the BGA! Bring it over to the BGA! Grass to the BGA! I mean, you could do both. You so. You could totally do both. I tend to watch streams when I'm playing Flight Sim. How many times have I broken the game? Countless. I don't even want to think of a number of times, because that would be slightly depressing. Farmsim keeps crashing in startup, just black screen goes to not responding. If you're on Steam, verify integrity of your cache. If you're on a disk version, reinstall. And or check your log. Where's the thing? Woodshed, if you're picking up grass, bring it over to the BGA. You're on Steam, you just uninstalled it. You should have verified the integrity of your cache. You have any FPS drops on Peterville? Check your log if there's... Oh, straw. That's in the what used to be the placeable area. What pretty much everybody makes into a placeable area, it's in there. If your log's saying nothing, LVS, then delete. This is gonna sound weird. This is gonna sound really weird. Delete your shader cache. Where's the placeable area? Field, is it 12? Field 12. Do I still do videos? Not really. They just don't... Every time I do a video, I don't get anywhere near as many views as I would count as a minimum to be worthwhile. So I will for the mod contest. I'll do the same thing I did 2 years ago and do a video per mod, and they'll be quick 5 to 7 minute videos, just spamming through them all. And they'll be released in like maybe 1 hour increments. A video every hour, maybe every 2. When is the mod contest? The end of next month, I think, or the start of next month. Do I script my videos? Do I sound like I script my videos, Woodshed? You watch any video from me, does it sound like it's scripted? Compared to the... what was it, the copyright video I did? To end some drama once. That was a scripted video, and it sounds scripted. None of my other videos are scripted. And all this weekend, yes, this weekend I'm not going to be streaming Saturday or Sunday. Instead, I'll be watching 24 glorious hours of cars going in circles in France. And next weekend, next Saturday and Sunday, so that, you know, we got this weekend coming up. The next weekend, I also will not be streaming, as I'll be watching 24 glorious hours of cars going in circles in Germany. But the circle in Germany is part of the reason why I'm going to be watching the cars going in circles. Because it's the 24 hours of the Nürburgring, which just doesn't sound like much. But when I say the full ring, it suddenly becomes clear why I want to watch it. Because it's 24 hours of the GP-Strecke, the Grand Prix track. And that's Sector 1 of the circuit. The full Formula 1 track is Sector 1. You know it's a good circuit when a Formula 1 track... You know it's a good circuit when a Formula 1 track is Sector bloody 1 of the circuit. Because the circuit is the Formula 1 track followed by the Nordschleife. In, I think it's GT3 and lower class cars. And traditionally, I don't know if they'll be doing it again, it's going to be streamed on YouTube. I believe. It was streamed on YouTube the last two editions, so I have no reason to believe it won't be streamed on YouTube this year. Yeah, GT3 and below, below does mean below, because there is usually a class for like road cars that have safety mods in. Road cars with roll bars. So when I say Nürburgring 24 is a bit of everything, it literally is. It's got like one-off specials that fit GT3 rules for the Nürburgring 24. It's got top tier GT3 teams trying to take the honours of winning the Nürburgring 24 because it is one of the toughest races. And it's got just dudes out in their Ford Fiesta from 1986, desperately trying not to crash. Yanis, do you know if they've removed the speed limit up by... Was it Bremgard? Was the speed limit. They had to put a speed limit in place for one race because there was so much damage done to the track one winter that it got ruined, and they actually had to limit speeds. The ring in the night is terrifying. It's lunacy that they're still allowed to race around it, but I love the fact that there is a legitimate danger aspect to the race. Hey David, how are we today? We're all good. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well as well. Remember guys who are on the forage wagons, bring that all over to the BGA. We want lots and lots of silage over there for reasons of because. And I don't think we need a second mower because I'm actually keeping ahead of the forage wagons quite nicely. Grass mowing so satisfying. Yes, it is. It's so relaxing. Can I come to the BJ, please? No, because I'm mowing the grass for the BJ. I'm doing a mows. And I know if I get out of this, Carturix will steal it and take my job away. It's better in real life. This is true. You found a glitch. A glitch? In Farming Simulator? I died to find that very hard to believe. Have you broken one of the silage pits or something? I'm betting you've broken one of the silage pits. How much is the big game costing game? I think it's like 350k? 380,000. Hey, contracting, when you're done with the horse, please put it back, because Alex gets triggered when you don't. And he'll blame you. Nope. The belts. Well, yeah, there's your problem. The conveyor belts have never worked particularly well. It was left in the field because a few different people have been riding it, but please bring it back over to the stable area when you're done. I know that you didn't take it out, but please bring it back. It's a long way. Can't find anything about speed limit removal. Yeah, might still be in place then. But I think they resurfaced that bit of track, so they might have removed the limit. And just not said anything because I mean they didn't really need to, just like race the track as it is. I put the front mounted blower on the server, no belts or buckets for the BGA. But I kind of like the idea of using the belts for the BGA. As frustrating as they are, I kind of like the idea of using them. Because they do work pretty well, and like if we need something auxiliary, then we could use a belt hooked up to like a belt feeding into a tractor with a thing on it, a trailer. That's the word I was looking for. Why is there grass on the belts? Somebody has been tipping grass too close to the belts. You'll have to spin the belt around and get it to dump into the pit. If there's grass on the belts, that means somebody's been tipping grass on them. Who needs fuel? I don't. Alexander just said he's been the one tipping grass on the belts via that one emoji. That tells me all I need to know it was him. Root crop harvest in field 24. Where's field 24? Oh, we don't own field 24. So no, not a hope. In Spa in July, yeah, I'll be taking another weekend off for that. Slightly addicted to Peterville. It is a good map, like. You haven't been able to use your PC for the past 3 days. But who kicked me off the server earlier then, Alexander, if you haven't been able to use your PC? We buy field 50. We're not buying the biggest field on the map. That'd take forever, even with all, like, a full server of people working it. He was on mobile. But you have been on the server, that's my point. Is you could potentially have tipped grass onto the conveyor belts. Therefore, it was definitely you. This is my logic and I will stick with it. Yeah, we definitely don't need a second big M just yet. Hey Owen, how you doing today, dude? I don't feel like a second big M is something we need because we got. How many fire dragons am I keeping up with? Is this one? Is it 3 or 4? Slide up here. What do you think of getting? Yes, out of curiosity. Why is your horse called Tesco Local? Reasons of Alexander has been giving the horses comedy names. Bit more to get to, and I can't see the rest because it's covered by restream chats. I gotta wait for it. To get up to 8 gigs, yeah, that's a definite upgrade you need to get. Just wondering if I'm Irish. Yes, I am. I was gonna give a sarcastic answer of like, no, I'm French, but yeah, I am Irish. First download just went from 12 minutes to 15 hours. That's Steam quality, yo. Hey, Duck Kenny, how you doing today, dude? High quality Steam servers. Yes, we'll have your game to you in 12 minutes. Actually, never mind that. 15 hours. Actually, never mind. 2 minutes. 15 hours. 2 minutes. 15 hours. 2 minutes. 3 weeks! Steam? Steam, are you okay? Hey, Nick. What can you do? I mean, if there's a forage wagon going free somewhere, you can join the forage wagon brigade. Whereabouts I'm earned County Tipperary. I'm not going to be more specific than that. There's a free forage wagon on the BJ apparently. New Indy 5700 XT looks good, up to 22% faster than 2070 for $100 less. Very nice. That's comparing to the reference 2070, I presume, because I'm using the Strix overclock. So my 2070 is actually about 22% faster than a 2070. Or than the reference card. Ah, you're from Limerick. Very cool. Probably less stock. Yeah, but Strix don't tend to overclock. Very few people actually overclock AMDs. Mainly because historically AMDs have had lots of issues with being volcanoes. Hey, Kerry. By the way, you might notice sometimes I'm replying to chat before it appears on stream. That's when I'm looking at YouTube chat and I can see a full message or enough of a message to get the gist of it, because I do have restream chat for seeing Twitch stuff. And there's a delay. Do you know, Jim says I don't actually know my air code? I'm sure there's a Y in there somewhere, though. Look at your second last message. I saw about Blender. Keeping it lame this year. I don't know. The Monster Championship seems to actually have some competition for once, which is nice. And Tip seemed to have remembered that hurling is a thing that tends to be played by a hurling team. Because the last couple of years they've just been kind of faffing about and hoping that they'd win matches by doing basically nothing. This year they're playing some hurling and it's working out surprisingly well. I'm sure that comes as a shock to them. Is he ramming people again, Massey? Because the next time it won't be a kick. That kick was a true final warning. If you keep ramming people for Army Boy, you will be banned. And I won't be undoing it. And seeing as a ban from the server, actually it takes some effort. I won't be very happy to do it. Am I vaping? Yes. I'm trying to quit smoking, so I'm using a vape instead. Doesn't exactly have a lot of nicotine, it's only a 6mg mil. Danny boy, hello! Long time no see. It has been a little while actually, hasn't it? Admin chat, you tagged me? Oh, of course. Oh, you didn't want to tag me. It's going great. Good to hear. Did any of you watch the SpaceX launch earlier, by the way? Because that was really cool. I'm gonna check my emails real quick to see if there's anything interesting. Nope, no interesting notifications on my phone. You were watching, but you don't know the details. Did you see the landing? That was awesome. The onboard shot the whole way down to the pad, that was really cool. Am I on PC? Yes. I am, however, using an Xbox controller because it's... Well, number one, it's comfortable, and number two, I can't stand the keyboard controls. You weren't into meme. Okay. Still live? No, this is actually pre-recorded now, Hayden. True fact, I pre-record and script all of my streams and chat. I anticipate who says what. Even if it's somebody who I've never seen before, I anticipate them saying something. All of these streams are pre-recorded and chat is played via a script. Well done, you are all adhering to the script very well. Would I get a steering wheel? Like a G27, which is sat under my desk? I have a steering wheel. I have a G27 sat under my desk, but long story short, there's a bit of cable mayhem that I need to sort, and that's going to take like an hour. So I get... Oh, God. That's, by the way, that's why I haven't been using my wheel for a while, is... my ingenious idea of cable tying all the wires together was a really good idea. Up until the point where the cable ties and the wires all managed to tie themselves into a giant knot. So that I need to try and fix that, and it's gonna take a while. Hello, Dan. The way Massey's driving a class. I think we've got 2 classes on the server because I stole one, then found another. How's the mowing going? It's going well. I'm keeping ahead of at least 3 forage wagons. $6:55, you have to go to work. Boring! Enjoy, DMF. That said, I will be finishing up the stream in a few minutes. Has Landy, like, said anything about streaming? Do we know what he's streaming today? Because if it's ATS, I might need to go be a chat monkey again. It's a big field. It's not even the biggest on the map. Hey, contracting's been pestering me to get field 15, which is a bit... That's a hard no. That's a big oof and a big no. Hayden, yes. Pancakes. Yes, pancakes. I'm sorry, Alexander, but I do need to end these streams. I can't just stream forever. I wish that was a thing that was even possible, but I spent the better part of 4.5 hours last night working on something for the secret project, the other project that I'm working on that I'll probably not actually announce on this channel, but I spent like 4.5 hours working on that last night. And that was 4.5 hours in Photoshop. That was painful, and I'm quite happy with what I got out of it. 24-hour stream when? Probably never. I don't do well staying up for too long. Never mind staying up for far too long while trying to put effort in with something. Next weekend? Yeah, I'll be watching a 24-hour stream next weekend. I ain't streaming over one of my 24-hour races, good lord no. You've only got to put it on the wrong hard drive. GG. You should have checked yourself before you wrecked yourself. But now you've checked yourself and you've wrecked yourself. Is there anything else I can mow? Do I watch any real farmers on YouTube? Not at the moment. I'm more into aviation and flight simming at the moment. Fields 3 and 6. Field 6 is already mowed though. I can clearly see windrows in there. Come to think of it, everybody with the forage wagons, why the hell didn't you go do Field 6 first? We'll go up and get Field 3 though. 99%. Ah, we're now listening to Endless by Njordan. Please share cash to the room follow 10k. Try the game now. Might have, well, it'll lag to crap for a bit, but it might solve itself now. First time you've seen the big M do donuts. Welcome to the channel, Owen. It's by Njordan. It's all caps, so I'm presuming it's supposed to be shouted or something. This field looks like it's been mowed already. Hey, contracting, do me a solid. Seeing as you're here. Put the slurry tank, like, somewhere. I don't particularly care where. Grab a windrower and get this all windrowed up for the forage wagon brigade to come in and get. Because there is grass already down here. Make sure and try and get the windrow hilariously huge, by the way. This is your job now. Just like insanely big windrows. That's good. And the FPS is good. Yep. You need to... just as kind of an FYI... There's one in the yard, hey contracting. If you go in to the yard on the right, there is the coon one in the shed. Are we there? The only reason I know it's there is because I ran into it earlier. Is the coon one not in the shed on the right, Cartorix? Or did you sell that? It's crashed. Big one, Field 6. Yeah, but the coon one's better at making gigantopiles. Why ignore Discord ping? It is kind of important. Oh, what have I been pinged for on Discord? I've not been pinged. I visually see no ping. Lady Manchild is live in 10 according to YouTube. GG. Why is there nothing written on the bottom? Because XSplit is a Git, and I have no idea why it doesn't want to pick up the text file that I output to. Black Sheep skid steers out. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing the next single player stream. Skid steer madness on Meadowgrove. Skid steer madness. Also, it's incredibly hard to see where I've been like this. New mods, including the Black Sheep skid steer that I'm waiting for the last 8 bloody months. There you go, hey contracting. That is a monstrous windrow. Thank you. Yeah, no, that ping was a good ping. Thank you, Blash. You forgot on Meadowgrove? Well, I'm gonna just spam that on every map because it's a rusty old skid steer. That's what I've been waiting for. You're in the menu! The game's gonna crash before you actually get into the game. In before server crashes. Hey contracting, you were doing a fantastic job. Dave, have I seen the other big farm in Peterville? I've zipped around the map, so I've seen pretty much the entire map. Guess what? The game crashed. Reckon you can go around again, make it even bigger. I think that's big enough. I think the forage wagons will struggle sufficiently as is. Yeah, they're gonna struggle enough as is. You don't need to make it even bigger than that. Told you. I even got in before that as well. My in before was in before. It looks like the Forage Brigade have finished up in the in Field 7. Would I do a time-lapse series? No, because I can't justify the amount of time that would involve. That would just be insanity. Who's... Farming Boy, we don't need that down here. We've got a windrow here already. I know you meant well, but we got windrow here already. I get that feeling too, Venus. But yeah, I want a time-lapse series. Like every episode will take me 2 to 3 hours to record, maybe like 4 and up. So it would annoy me. It would just genuinely annoy me, and I wouldn't get the amount of views that I'd expect for that amount of time investment. Blue screen. GG. I mean, Massey, I did specifically ask Hey Contracting to make a monstrous windrow. If you're gonna complain about the monstrous, oh good lord. If you're gonna complain about the monstrous windrow, that's your problem, not mine. I can see it, Hey Contracting. I'm pretty sure that if the International Space Station was in Farm Sim, they could also see it. That is a bit excessively big. Oh no, what's oh no for, Carturix? What do you mean you're not collecting that, Pat? You can easily collect it. It's just going to require, like... It's just going to fill up the forage wagons a bit faster. It's efficiency. This is going to be the most efficient foraging you'll ever do, because you'll like get on top of the pile and then it'll be full and then you'll need to drive back and it'll be fine. Highly efficient working conditions. Just what we need on every farm is one giant windrow for an entire field. Also, Hey Contracting, don't take that as an idea, please. We've seen Mr. Lynn's windrows before, and it breaks the forage wagons. In fact, we needed to get forage harvesters to try and deal with them. Field 3. I mean, Carturix, you did tell me to do Field 3, and it did need to be windrowed. This is technically your fault. You did. I said, Carturix, I said, what field needs to be mowed, and you said Field 3. So I went up to Field 3, and I'm mowing Field 3, and it needed windrowing, so I've very kindly, and I applaud Hey Contracting for helping. That was Pat. Well then blame Pat. It's not my fault. Nothing's ever my fault. Is that a car on my shirt? No, it's Mr. Lazy from Mr. Men. Then you're not streaming? I don't know. See, look, Farming Boy is actually able to pick up the grass. It's fine. I do enjoy how Carturix someone expects the server to run like something that's not owned by a lunatic, effectively. Like, he should know by now that the minute I go on the server is the minute everything goes mental. Lanny's going live at 10 past. Yeah, that's his kind of default I'm late time to start. What I'd like to do, even if Landy goes live, is just finish mowing this field so that Carturix can get extra angry at everything. Also, I'd like to thank the people that were actually on the server before I started streaming. Because when I hopped on, there were like 4 or 5 people on, so thanks to those people. Lets me know the server is actually being used, even if I'm not live. Because a pet peeve of mine is like... I know that I do this. The stream ending and then everybody just, like... dropping off the server immediately. There's so much grass that it's actually disrupting the big M. You prefer multiplayer? I prefer single player myself. Like, honestly, I prefer playing single player because I don't have to deal with things outside of my control. Which sounds mean, but it's the way that I see things. Need a bigger swath? Probably. Hello, Joe Fent936 with a picture of a John Deere. You are one confused individual, I think. And as for the bigger swath sim, Hey Contracting's making sure it's bigger. Make it a private MP. This reminds me of multiplayer with Mr. Linz, for goodness sake. Oh my god. It's a lot better than it was in 17. Like, my issue isn't the game mode, it's the amount of stuff outside of my control. That's a Mr. Lynn's windrow right there. Yikes. New odds dropped. I did hear about that, Evil Scots. Unfortunately, they dropped while I was bloody streaming because Giants hate me. Your hard drive sounds like a Geiger counter. You're going to format it, dude. That is, yeah. Your hard drive's dying. Landy's live. We're almost finished mowing. I want to finish mowing this field first. Does an MP use your upload or download? I think it's both. Because, like, it's got to upload data from you, but download data from everybody else. I'm where Landy's live, I will be, yeah, both make sense. To be honest, your ping is actually more important than upload and download speeds. Hey, contracting's left the server. So your mega window has been ended, Kertorix, you'll be glad to hear. Just park this right here will do. Perfect. Only uses like 2 kilobytes a second. Yeah, it doesn't... It doesn't need a lot of data. That's going to do it for today's stream. Karturk is going to shout at me off camera, no doubt. I'll be back tomorrow with literally something I still haven't decided what. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.
That carries them has kept me astray. Too soon.